Alright, let's see. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Copy. Hello? Am I live? I am live. Yes, it's working. It is working. So, let me check stuff because, let me check the mic. Yep, it's good. It's good. And test. Did I accidentally save it to another playlist? Okay, not yet. Alright, park. Where's the park? There's the park. Don't tell me I've accidentally. Okay, I almost did it. I forgot. Alright. Yeah, and the bot works, so that's good. And I can share the link, so onto my Discord. Yep. There we go. So, yeah, I think this is part 3 of the park. I hope it's part 3 of the park. Yeah, it's part 3. There's only 4 videos in the park playlist, and 2 of them are part 1s. Just one of them's continuation because, yeah, not one of them is an hour long. Today we changed that tradition of it not being an hour long, and we're going to play it for an hour or more. But yeah, so hey guys, it's AuraDragoon. Today we're playing the park. So yeah, we've already played this game before, but I wanted to try horror games. I'm going to ease myself into it with this one because I kind of hate horror. Because I can't stand the feeling when you get scared and your heart just feels like you got a heart attack, but then it keeps, beating after that. Like going into cardiac arrest, but you don't go into cardiac arrest, so you feel like you're going into cardiac arrest, but your heart fucking starts again. So that's why I hate horror, because I hate that feeling of getting jump scared. But actually, I do have lots more. Maybe I should actually get FNAF first after this. Sorry about that. Gonna spit. Oh, so yeah, hey guys, I did the intro, but also, I'm not used to being cold anymore. Trousers instead of shorts. I wore trousers going out, but actually, I think I figured, the reason why I hate trousers is because it's a bit tight around the legs. I had the fart there. Sorry. But yeah, no, I don't want to continue. I don't want to continue. Oh, I did. I pressed fucking continue. Because the continuation part is literally right at the end. Just gonna load down my headset so I can hear myself speak. And also not to shit my pants. The park is a narrative experience best played in a dark room wearing headphones. It uses subject matter, or maybe it started to players. During the course of play, the park may manipulate graphics. FunCon presents.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
A park that is somehow worse than Action Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Wonder actually. Because yeah, I'm just doing this because one of the achievements is
What am I thinking? I can't leave.
the mist.
No. I have things I need to do in the park.
Alright, so I got the achievement for the mist. What is it called? The mist. Leave the park. There's other achievements as well. There's 2 more achievements I haven't unlocked. Family Ties and Chad. And this game actually has no platinum achievement, but I don't care. Oh, I hate that I can't sprint. How do I sprint? Settings. Stair control options.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Yeah, I'm not ready to play this game. I left Universal like fucking... When was the 7th? 5 days ago. So hearing that, sorry, the park's closed down, reminds me of my last day there, which was like 5 days ago, because literally, I rode the Hulk and got off it just as the park started to close down. Like, I got off the ride, or was on the ride when it became, I think it was 7 or 8, no, or 5, I think. I don't even know. But it was dark. And then when I got off the ride, it was starting to close, it was closed down. It was closing time. And they said, sorry, you can't ride the ride. It's like, and Granite told me, yeah, the park closed now. You have to leave. So, yeah, I was there till the last hour. I wasn't there for the first hour, but I decided to go there earlier than usual anyway, because I wanted to spend the most amount of time in there. I mean, I was pretty satisfied with that. I wish I could spend more time in Universal and Disney as well, but yeah. Yes, I definitely did, but unfortunately I didn't get a say in the matter because, you know, we already scheduled everything. Like I didn't even think the holiday would happen. Like I knew it was going to happen. Like we've already scheduled it. I've already got everything ready. I already told like Twitter and like you guys that it was happening. But somewhere deep down, I thought we're gonna get fucked over again. We're never gonna go then because Granite told me if this doesn't go our way that we want it this time, we'll never be able to go. But we did go. We arrived in Florida, and we did it perfectly. The only hiccup being the goddamn Hurricane Ian, which we were there for Hurricane Ian. So we were lucky enough to book 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. If it was 2 weeks, that would have sucked as an ending, wouldn't it? But yeah, we went for 3 weeks instead. So hearing the announcer on this thing saying, "Sorry everyone, the park is closed," gives me even more flashbacks of when I got off Hulk and everyone started, "Sorry, park's closed, have to leave park." Like, I'm optimistic. I'm not that optimistic person, but I'm slightly optimistic, and I hope we can be in the park again. But if for financial situations I have to go by, now I'm not even sure if there's to be a holiday vlog next year because I mean, Granite told me he's kind of done with air travel because the experience on the aircraft on the way home was kind of shit. I mean, I hope he's over it by next year because I like going on holidays every year, which is one of the reasons why I think 2020 is bad. 2020 is just overall a bad year. I kept fucking around with my shit because, like, yeah, I developed that habit on the way. Like, how much of the time have I spent talking about it? I've been talking about this for like 3 minutes. Jesus. But yeah, I'm going to continue. Yeah. But yeah. Um. If I had an option to go back, I definitely would. But yeah, if I'm being realistic, if there is a holiday vlog next year, and try to be realistic as possible during those circumstances, that we're gonna go to Legarda again, which I'm kind of done with that because I've been there 5 times, 3 times on the holiday vlog, but 2 times when I wasn't doing the holiday vlog. The third time I went there was the first time I did the holiday vlog. I did it because I was kind of hitting my stride with content. I was like, I don't want to give up doing the content, so I just did the holiday vlog. And yeah, the rest was history. I did it again in 2019 because funny thing is, if I remember correctly, 2018 had bad camera quality. 2019 had bad audio quality. 2020 there was no holiday vlog. Oh, there was, but it was only a mini holiday vlog, which was in Wexford. It used to be called holiday vlog 2020, but then because I didn't want to call this year's holiday vlog 2022 part 2, I decided to rename all the holiday vlogs that weren't in, that were in Ireland or, even like short holiday vlogs, like, Wexford and things like that. I decided to rename them mini holiday vlogs, with the exception of Wexford, because I don't even know why, but maybe I should rename that mini holiday vlog, but I don't even know if I still have the Photoshop file for the image so I can edit it again. But if I do, I'll change it to holiday vlog 2020. Wait, let me check, actually, did I? Let me check the bell. Alright, Belfast. No, I just called it Belfast vlog. Going to Belfast for the first time vlog. Maybe I should call it Mini Holiday Vlog 2022 Part 2, then call the Part 2 of the Mini Holiday Vlog 2023. Today was a good year, actually. Yeah, I just realized. I always knew it because, like, we had so much stuff this year. We're going to have the finale of the Skyrim series, which is not going to be the finale. I'm probably not even, if I probably will continue that save file or not. Probably not, because I'll probably still do make other save files in that game. I did what I was my favorite holiday vlog, which was just a few days ago. I ended that, and yeah, Sci-Fi Excalibur was released, which is an evolution to my favorite bay. Used to be my profile picture. You can see it right there, but it's kind of covered by all this stuff. Oh yeah, but Universal and Disney, but it's kind of hard to see them because they're not zoomed in. Also, the dragon keychain. I was really just going to put it on my, key thing, but it weighed me down, so I decided to put it here instead on the display. Sorry about the fart. So, yeah. But enough about reminiscing and getting somber and getting, sentimental. Let's shit our pants. All right.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park, a tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. Yeah. Is there anything else here I can examine? There's gotta be other stuff here that I can take a look at, actually. I guess I'll just go over here.
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Oh wow, I just noticed that inconsistency. How did he get in if it was locked? Like, I know how the game ends now, but not knowing beforehand, it kind of goes over to your head. Left, alright, so left panel. Welcome to Atlantic Island Park. When I first came to visit Solomon Island, I felt deeply in love with its natural beauty. It's a scenic place, and I created many of my best memories here. I wanted to create a place that captures the essence of Solomon Island, a place where families would bring their children to create memories of their own. I invite you to explore this park that we have created, from the Ferris wheel, which rivals the local lighthouse for the best views of the area, to the sideshow alley where we have many fascinating games and objects from the local area to explore. Enjoy, Nathaniel Winter. Chad the Chickman recommends for the little ones. Try the Tunnel of Tales for a scenic, family-friendly retelling of timeless tales. If that sounds a little too slow, grab an adult and jump on the bumper cars for full throttle fun for everyone. For the teens, pick up your adrenaline by going to a spin cycle on the Octotron, then defy the laws of gravity on our award-winning roller coaster. Finish it up in the House of Horrors, but be warned, it might scare all the fun out of you. For the big ones, take a romantic spin on the Ferris wheel with your significant other and take in the natural beauty of Solomon Island. Follow up with a stroll through the exotic sights and wild games of Sideshow Alley. There is truly something for everyone at Atlantic Island Park. What's it say down there? Alright. Once you've left Atlantic Island Park, there is still so much to do here on Solomon Island. And, hold up. Present this brochure to our local business partners to save big dollars. Places to eat. Shine. Dell. Does that say Dell or Delhi? Let me actually check. Okay, this thing's so goddamn slow. Alright, right page. Does it say Delhi? Yeah, it says Delhi. Sunshine Delhi. When a light snack is something more... Okay, who's... Is it a text or something? I'm not sure what it is. Alright, it's an Instagram thing from my uncle on the WhatsApp group chat. So, whenever a light snack or something more substantial, the Sunshine Deli can find a way to satisfy your cravings. Call this number. Or if you don't want to call that number, also call the alternative number 1-800-EAT-A-DICK.com. I don't know why I put .com. No, 1-800-EAT-A-DICK. And you too may be entitled to a financial compensation by getting fisted up the bum, regardless of how you feel. Susie's Diner. Laid back dining in the heart of Kingsmouth. Susie is the place to go and meet friendly locals and sample her famous canned preserves. Veal. Call this number or also go to this website you don't feel like calling a number. www.suckmycock.com or www.eatmyass.com. Funny that they actually don't use www. Anymore because YouTube doesn't even use it anymore because look, it's just... Well, okay, it is still used. It's just that it doesn't display anymore. Kind of freaked out when I noticed that on thing. Thought it was hacked. Which sometimes my browser, well not browser, search engine changes to Yahoo, but Yahoo for some reason is called secure search, and every time it does that, I go to settings and delete the browsers off the thing. Then sometime later they just go back on it. But yeah. Lobster trap. When in marine, eat lobster. The lobster trap has the freshest, finest seafood that exists. Reservations are recommended. Call this number, and or you could text it and receive a free anal fisting for free. Places to sleep. Okay. Alright, ice. How much? Okay, it's people laughing at it. Alright, so let me just check the status then. Okay, I'm gonna watch the later just in case it gets copyright strike. Fucking wire. I'm charging my phone, of course. Places to sleep. Overlook Hotel, run by Eddie Stone. The Overlook Hotel has the best beds on the island for the most reasonable prices. And the best part is that the motel is located just a few meters up the road from Atlantic Island Park. Jack and Wendy's Bed and Breakfast. For those who prefer a more intimate setting, Jack and Wendy's have several beds available. They have a proper. They are very popular during the season, so call early to avoid disappointment. All right. What does it say down there? Drink bingo. I'm going to see if there's something if it says something about on the page actually. Can preserve. Sorry. No, it doesn't say anything about what the hell it says on the bottom page. It says drink bingo. Alright, let's just see if there's anything here. I sure am spending a lot of time down here when I'm trying to save my son, but sorry. He's dead. Anyway, we murdered him. We're just experiencing some horrid PTSD.
Special
I've turned to Guru of Dragon Ball Z
a line drawn
Abridged.
between the real world and the world of whimsy within.
Yes,
On this
exactly.
side, the apathy of our everyday
Sorry if I
lives.
scared you, Gilbert.
And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Same.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Yangi. Oh god. Damn, what is wrong with the sun today? Did it get hijacked by Moon?
Oh God. The park. What happened here?
Alright.
It's easy to get lost here.
Kind of is, actually, yeah. Jesus Christ. Is that...
You can't catch me.
Come back here, you little shit. What the fuck? Oh shit. Come mess around the area. Okay, so I could just enable it. I forgot about that, yeah. Well, to be fair, it's been a long time since I played this game. Carrie Killian is Satan's whore.
Too dark. I'm not going in there without a flashlight.
Alright. Salmon shoe.
I think this belongs to Callum. Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
You know, something funny about the person whoever did the voice for, I forgot what her name was in, like the mother, like this game. The voice you hear now. I thought it was Haley Nelson voicing her in this. You know, Haley Nelson, the one that voiced Mangle in Tony's Cry Nights, Five Nights at Freddy's series. Yeah, it's apparently it wasn't her, it was someone else that did this actually. I forgot what her name was, but yeah. Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. No, let me try this. Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen daily in night sculpting shows in the following locations: 11 a.m. Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. The Octotron, 3 p.m. Park Entrance. Chad the Chipmunk worst in class. Chad the Chipmunk can't eat. Fuck. Damn it. Let's do that again. Chad the Chick. Can I do it without that? Chad the Chick. No, Chad the Chipmunk worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead job. Chad will die a useless slob. That is dark. Whoever wrote that clearly does not like Chad. Can't blame him. Dude looks fucking cursed, especially with those eyes. Oh my, what Moshindi, you looking ass. It looks like if Chip and Dale. It looks like Chip and Dale, but if Dale ate Chip and suddenly started trying to do his best Fist of the North Star impression. I say that because his fucking eyes are glowing red. Oh my, what Moshindi, you looking ass. There, handwritten note.
What's this?
Yeah, I can't read that. I'll have to just purchase the land on Solomon Island for pittance. I might add what. Oh. Purchase the land on Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of the same has people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lords arranged everything in advance, but the retailer still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning, sir. I don't even know what I'm trying to do there. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things. The land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place, and will see that vision through the very end. Atlantic Island Park. The name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Well, fuck no. You should have heard the warning, sir. Wonder how I get that Chad the Chipmunk achievement, actually.
Callum, stay where you are.
Stay put where you are, pussy. Can I actually skip things, actually? Wait.
Come on, Mommy.
Where are you? Last time I played this game, the stream stopped when I was in this area.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. "What will become of us?" the woodcutter asked his wife one night. "I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there." "No, my wife, I cannot do that," said the man. "Then we will all 4 starve, you fool." Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. "Do not fret, Gretel," Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads
I forgot
the
to do
children
this, sorry.
into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days. The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. "Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you." But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. "Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you." The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. "You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
What the fuck?
Once inside the house,
I knew the bump was coming, but I didn't know when.
she stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him. Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Alright. That was a nice trip, wasn't it? Fuck you looking at, swan bitch. I would also like to take this time to thank
Hansel and
Granddad.
Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Alright. Anyway, I would just like to take this time to actually just, lower my volume down a bit. I'd actually like to take this time to thank Granddad for bringing me to Orlando, Florida. It was the best holiday I ever had, actually. Usually I only stay in there for like 2 weeks. I had like 1 week in Disney, 1 week in Universal. Or probably not, because I have probably don't remember the other holidays very well. But yeah, this one was great. This one was great.
Another accident. This place.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. So, yeah, if it weren't for him, none of my holidays would ever be possible. So I would just like to take the time to thank my granddad. Thanks, buddy. Open door. there's a teddy bear Callum, and he's been murdered. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only question is whenever he will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come simply will come out of simple curiosity. I deducted what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Gonna try to give the characters in the notes and other stuff different voices because I want to practice being a voice actor. Dominion looks nice. Ah yes, the Octotron.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Alright. Eyewitness report. Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff E. Bannerman. Witness name, Norma. Alright, okay, I'm going to... Norma. Is a female name. Alright, so... Alright. I'm going to pretend her name is actually Norman, because I don't want the female voice, because I could try to do this. Well, but my female voice sounds shit. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do a different voice. Let me try to. Yes, let's do this. Okay, my name's Norman, and here's my statement. We were waiting for a turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fell. I'm gonna call her Francine. Or not, maybe Frank. I'm Norman, I'm gay. Let me do randomizer. Should I do straight or gay for this character I'm doing? Alright. So is he straight or is he gay? And the wheel has chosen for this character to be straight. Alright, so yeah, so instead of Norma and Frank, it's going to be Norman and Francine. Alright. Let's do this again. My name is Norman Creed. And this is my statement. We were waiting for a turn on the ride, the Octotron. Francine, me and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving. While the people took photographs, Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know, but it just gives me something. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. And at first, we thought he was making some type of animal, like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more the ice fell away, when you first looked at it, it was a human face, smiling out of that block of ice. I keep farting because I have gas up my ass. But the more you look at it, the more you saw there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little faster, like you were praying that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carve thing, and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. He went fucking berserk. I don't know what to tell you. It's stressful. For a moment, it was chaos. Sorry. For a moment, it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy, who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and the blood was spraying, and the people were screaming, and Francine and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Francine dragged me away. Hey, Yuri. Before I dragged Francine away, was the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Alright. Right, Octotron. Let's do this. Alright. Ain't no way you get that dizzy easily, bitch. Oh my god, you have such nausea. Not even my mother's nauseous, and she doesn't ride spinny rides because it makes her sick. I can ride spinny rides all day long because I actually like riding those rides. Jeez, I had forgot that was there. God damn it. Yep.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
That traitorous thought! Be gone! Thought! Alright. Alright. Okay, this is a different character. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. So yeah, let's do this. I thought working here in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of season here really drags. To be honest, it kind of drags, man. There aren't many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. And most of the gossip is about Chad. I mean Steve, see? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, was Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all that. But the more he wears this suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was things like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Dial and still wearing it. It wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to the park management about the smell. And I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day, but nothing seemed to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him. Picking up a gutter outside Coil Station because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, give me the fucking creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell, because of the guy in the suit. But it seemed like he was staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fucking me. Whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and he came by. Chad, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman, okay, I thought it was dude, like, you know that teenager from Simpsons. Sorry, sir, you can't go on this ride because you're old and have heart conditions. To give him this Simpsons ride reference.
Come back, Callum.
Okay, that's a thing parents do. That's very easy to remember that jump scare actually, because it happens right after you read the note. So you just pretty much activate the jump scare by pressing the button. So I was like, I have time to prepare myself. So it never gets you the second time. What? Run, bitch.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Examine device. Oh god, PTSD time. Trauma's one hell of a trauma. PTSD is one hell of a trauma. I'm just trying to find a way to do the cocaine's one hell of a drug. Alright. Accident! I said report instead of report. Accident report. Employee's name, Francis Dunfancy. Time and date of the incident, 25th October 1976. Job titles and departments. Laborers working on the crane. Supervisor or lead person, Richard Stapleton. Witness, Lawrence Creed. And Michael Edgeworth. Brief description of the accident or incident. During the transport of the bumper cars into the area, one of the straps attaching the load on the truck became untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars is to fall onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Described any injuries caused. Francine was killed. Sir. Okay, so tell me, is your friend injured? He fucking died! Of course he's injured! He's dead! He's there! He's there! He's not breathing, there's no pulse! He's as dead as Will Smith's career! I kind of hurt myself with that quote. Jesus Christ. Or what was his name? The guy who Alright. Was it Highlander? Oh yeah, Mel Gibson now. Alright. He's more dead than Mel Gibson's career. I was trying to do a joke, but I kind of stuttered there. It's like, what were the injuries caused to Francis? Francis fucking died. I don't mean fucking died as in, oh, ho, ho, ha, ha, he died, ha, ha. No, I mean he's dead. He's dead. There's a knife in his scalp. The hole in his head is bigger than a... I'm not going to even finish that joke. The hole in his... I was going to say, make a joke about the hole in his head being bigger than a... But that joke was probably a bit too much. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Yes. Yes, I mean, of course they are. I mean, we'd get arrested if we buried the body illegally. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of a worker's compensation form? Yes. Supervisor's comments. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested Dexter provide them with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this accident? Double checking the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. How have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. Employees and supervisor's signature. Eligible signature. It's probably the... What's that country where they have pretty long names? It's probably that country's versions of Dim State Dimmadome, owner of Doug State Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome, owner of Dim State Dimmadome. That's his full legal name. But in that country where the names are longer, so it's Dig Dum Shimmy Dimmy Shimmy Dimmy Kimmy Nimmy Digwick Dimmadome, owner of Doug State Big Sale, Big Shot, a tax-free, tax evasion, Doug State, Dimmadome, Dimmad Dollar, Dimmad Dick. It's tried to put that all in one signature, and that's the result. It just corrected itself, just scrambled itself, it became illegible signature. Illegible signature. Alright. Date, 25th of October 1976. Additional comments, let's know. The local laborers are very superstitious and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exercise the spirits. Yeah, what the hell is that? That's not a signature! That's the drawings of a minimalist madman! And here he comes with his go-kart! With his bumper cars! And this is how we play Mario Kart! With murder! He's gonna murder me! No, he's not! He's gonna crash and burn and die! He's a ghost! He's invisible! He's more invisible than John goddamn Cena! I hope my neighbors don't hear me. I hate that you can't run when the thing is zooming.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
Alright. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, and so they believe of a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt came loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, this is why I chose this site over the other potentials, I think this is. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies. And though all that power is just dissipating beneath the earth here. And the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few years back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if there's any interesting books about our local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out while Old Man's had some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I am missing. Look at the bridge is destroyed.
Where did you go? Callum, where did you go? Mommy is coming, Callum.
That one sounded wrong.
are
Camera.
going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
State Bureau of Fair Rights Inspection. Department of Agriculture and Consumer Rights. State Inspection Report. Date September 22nd, 1980. Inspection result: unsafe. Close the park. Inspector connects after touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park. It is the inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. Well, I understand this. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides, at first glance, appear constructed at the mainland, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there's something wrong at the base level of the construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. This is a show list of fatalities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of tree killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator. Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents means that it is me strongest recommendation that Atlantic Island Park should be closed immediately. There's a lot of typos in this. Jesus. Yeah. At first glance, the rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained. Alright. And my strongest recommendation. Okay, yeah. Whoever typed that into the thing. Alright, time to get onto the Ferris wheel.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed, but I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over. Don't be afraid.
Take roller coaster ticket. Jesus.
Callum? Tell Mommy where you are.
Don't do it, Mommy.
Where did you go?
Don't touch it.
This isn't a game, Callum.
He's coming, Mommy.
Where are you?
Mommy, he's watching you.
Come back, Callum.
Don't touch it.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him. I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before. Callum? Callum! Stay where you are!
Stay where you are! Mommy's gonna ride a roller coaster. Saving you can wait.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we
Putting
stand
the
for.
other phone on charge.
Where is Callum?
Alright. See ya.
Poor child. He tried so
Alright.
hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
The witch awaits.
The witch awaits that bitch. Well, there's a note here, isn't there? I just need to find it. Oh, there's no, the note's up there, isn't it? Sorry. It works! The calculations and adjustments worked. The transport and storage mechanisms seemed to be flawless. What a wonderful day. If only these people knew what they were fueling. And so what if a few people leave the park at the end of the day feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on the roller coaster? This could be the doorway to immortality, and such doorways open only to those who have the will to find the key. Okay.
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. There will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
All right. You really can't gallop on that? Reese newspaper.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Cotton candy corpse leaves sour taste in park goer's mouth by Hal Laurel. Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse has yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offered their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with the authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on this story going forward. Speaking of those fuckers, Blood. Blood. Blood.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
It's unfortunate when things like that happen. I'm not scared of you, motherfucker. I know when that jump scare comes. Take pills?
These are mine.
Destroy reality. Fuck gravity. Someone is a fat pig, but his daughter is hot. I can taste your dreams. Sheriff Birmingham is a fat pig, but his daughter's hot. I can taste your dreams. Not safe. The League. Your mother. Say no to graffiti. Some kids laugh, some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. All that you love will be carried away. 1980s. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Reagan. 80. Fear the boogeyman. Stop picking your nose then. Don't believe anything they tell you. The heck? I'm out of here. Alright. Gravity.
Don't touch me.
Callum. Future Times. By Laura and Hardy. Big belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. By 17, the child, every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness, made omniscient by broken fires in the coastal strain. We don't believe that the earth belongs to battered goats and shamrock after birth. Only the truly naked wens of righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages and trust. Exercise arrhythmia. Behemoth will come to the island, bearing the talisman, and he will shatter the seals that bind orthodoxy of corruption. Only then will priests shoot sluts revealed housewives pontificate and delay the messiahs. Make axles for the rescue of Tango and Cash. Sweet the temperatures who grip this shaft. Twists the shaft, absconding with the third age fire into fourth age darkness, while gods lie writhing on the shattered face of the earth. Gaia has sweetness and grace, but her days are numbered, and heavy-fisted hives break before frozen wills and calligraphic actresses and pencil and paper pornography. And the all-seeing eye will provide decade-long updates on this story going forward. Eat dirt, bitch.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Let me actually search up. Let me just watch this for 4 minutes, then I'll get right back to you. So I'm just gonna. Oh, it's constant unskippable ads. Alright. Alright, so I missed. one of them. Missed both of them. Just watching Dragon Ball Breakers trailer as well. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Denny's dinner time as well. So yeah, I'll Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Wonder if I can get the thing needed for the second part of the achievement. I wonder if I can ride that ride again because... Can you let me ride again? Please, I fucked up. I need... Please. I'll come back here and start a new game, and then come back here and do the 2 achievements because I know at least know where they are now. Alright, oh god, I already hit it here. Oh god. Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townsfolk has gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent, dejected, but I am not beaten. I've sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I have retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. He looks like if Virgil was British. Nathaniel Winters. And Nathaniel Winter welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. And I can't run. That's going to be gone. Hello. How you doing? I felt that, but wasn't that scared. Boy. Okay, that one got me, I'll admit. I've forgotten about some of the other ones.
One little duck went out one day.
Show yourself! Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Who was that? I'm a horrible mother. Where is he? Leave me alone!
Alright. Nightmare Circus. Have you played Madison? That game is pretty damn creepy. No, I haven't. But I might put it on the list. Alright. Nightmare Circus. Faircom. A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by an enraged mob of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, now Raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in the search of his missing mother. Let the show begin.
After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
A shocking true story. Hunger. The story of the Donners. On April 16th, 1846, a group of covered wagons began and the 250-mile journey to California. Just 8 months later, they found themselves stranded in the Sierra Nevada mountains with very little to bite or sup. It was to become one of the greatest tragedies of the Westworld migration that the world has ever seen. Now, our panel donor experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive that terrible winter. In this never-before-seen expose, read about how the Donner children were forced to eat their brothers and sisters in order to survive. All here in the pages of this shocking true story. Alright. Disconnect notice. After multiple attempts to collect payment, we regret informing that your service has been discontinued or will be disconnected shortly. Please do the following. Make the payment listed on your last bill. Contact us on 555-7868 and we can arrange a payment plan so you can immediately be reconnected. See, two, if you believe this is an error, call 555-7869 nice to discuss our options. If you're unable to make payment, please contact your local welfare office to discuss a placement for you and your loved ones. Winter in cold is cold and brutal. Don't face it without electricity. The Dunwin Power Company. You have this hat. This Rubik's Cube. I love you. From Callum. The wilting. With this novel, Susan comes to cement her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. The wilting. A solar flare has struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overheating. And an exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world again. Dynamic, exciting, bombastic, everything we come to expect from an Anscombe novel. Chance O'Hara is back, and you better believe that she is bigger, better, and bolder than ever. Shopping list. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Remember, drop off Callan, electricity bill, fix faucet. Do the shit, now. Examine wrench. This is a freezer. Is there... There is no fridge. So I assume this is a freezer then. Because there is no... Because... Yeah. Otherwise it's probably a really, really, really cold fridge. Cold enough to be considered a freezer. Donovan Emergency Services. Miss Millard, as we agreed in our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound of mind and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medication. If you feel at any time that you're suffering a relapse, then please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continue good health. Dr. Spencer Dunn with medical. Lorraine, I received your letter and I am quite surprised. You ran after your father all those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map. And then when I finally tracked you down, you refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now, another life. Your father was a horrible man and I regret years that I wasted with him. I love you, I truly did. But every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I need to go on living. I can't let you back into my hive without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can be calm, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Karen. Fuck you, Karen. I did read the letter. Examine toy. What the hell is this? Turn on. Turn on. God damn it. Turn on. Ernie, come smack this thing harder. I told you to smack it, not punch it. And now we never get Cable again. Alright. We notice. Dunwich Emergency Services. Name, Millard Lorraine Kimberly. Day of committal, 17/10/1977. 10/11/1977. Diagnosis, depression. Notes from overseen physiologists. Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made it obvious that these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Dawn, who died about 6 months ago. There are several unresolved issues with her father. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. Aftercare recommendations: weekly follow-up with local physician, mood stabilizers, lithium-based. Discharge instructions: Lorraine has a newborn son, Callum, who has been placed in foster care shortly after birth when Lorraine displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. It is our judgment that Lorraine is fit to have her son returned to her, and as long as she follows the recommended aftercare routine and continues with her medication, we have faith that she will be an effective caregiver. Lorraine has her own housing, and her employee Susie has said she is welcome to return to her shifts at the diner. Norman Creed, a local man, because we're still sticking with the thing, has offered to care for Callum while Lorraine works. It is with the support network in mind that we feel confident releasing Lorraine from this institution. Medical instructions: a prescription of Soloift, a Soloft that can be filed at Flagg's Pharmacy in Kingsmouth. She has been advised to start with 10 milligram dose, then based on the advice of the doctor, to increase medication as needed. We notice. Miss Morald. Our inquiry into the state of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you that the primary beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance statement for accidental death, were enlisted as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State. The deceased's parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained our situation, especially as regards the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified without any legal proof of biological relationship they consider you ineligible to receive any monies from the Donald's estate. They have asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial stance, and I hope that I'm not being too forward when I enclose this bill to our service with this letter. Sincerely, Edward Stapleton, attorney. Alright.
Give it to me! What have you done with him? What have you done with him? Please, don't make me see.
Alright. Nightmare Circus. The park, it was a waiting on a child for taken, using joy for bait, while their mother's mind is breaking. Analgeria win. Examine. Alright, so these are the tablets. There. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment. I know I want to try to explain it. I think because I'm far from home and I'm working so hard every day. Working at the park, it gets worse, like a spring inside my head, winding tighter and tighter and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. The guys relax, we laugh, and we're good people again. I don't want to come to you without being in the right mind, but when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking of names for boys and girls. Callum for a boy and Emma if it's a girl. Just got reminded of something. Examine. Holodomor. In spring of 1933 in Soviet Ukraine, an entire population found themselves without food. Over the course of the coming months, the situation grew critical. The reports of mass malnutrition began to filter into the upper elections of government. The people had been left with very little to bite or sup. It's become one of the greatest tragedies of mass starvation the world has ever seen. Now, our panel of Soviet experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive that terrible winter. In this never-before-seen expose, I read about how the starving parents cooked and ate their own children in order to survive, all in the pages of this shocking true story. Alright. Can't touch that. Can touch Rubik's Cube. See, sir, she. See, sir, she. See, sir, she. See, sir, she. Then we can try to read that because I don't recognize the first part. I love you from Callum. The building. An exotic dancer named Lorraine. Medication.
Don't. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks. Prophet's prescription. Remember, take the pills, follow up with Dr. Spencer. Organize babysitter for Callum.
Don't leave me!
I didn't run away. Dad took me. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot.
Where is my boy?
Alright. A chipmunk goes stab, stab, stabbing. In the eyes, a jab, jab, jabbing. All the townies gab, gab, gabbing. Just lie down and let it happen. Bat, sel, gal, win. Hunger. The story of Hansel and Gretel. A long time ago in a forest in the woods, there lived a woodcutter and his wife and his two children, a boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and very little to bite or sup. The story has been doctored to hide the truth from unsuspecting public. Now a panel of fairy tale experts have uncovered compelling evidence that Hansel and Gretel were in fact eaten alive in this never before seen expose. Read about how their parents inexplicably tried to cover up by telling stories about a witch and a house made of candy. All here in these pages, all in the pages of this shocking fake story. Fake news, blah 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 blah. The fuck? Oh god, does Callum have a head vagina? Hope his head doesn't get pregnant. I mean, he'll get an ego then. I can't tell if that's a home run or if that was a stupid fucking joke, but either way, I'm happy I made it. Yeah, her lie. Her why. See her cry. See her try. Bye bye. Milk, drug description. Cheese, drug description. Bread, drug description. Butter, drug description. Corn, drug description. Potatoes, drug description. Apples, drug description. Fish sticks, remember, more pills. Tickets to Atlantic Island Park.
Don't make me look at it. Stop!
Stop banging on the fucking doors! A History of Solomon Islands. There's no door.
Show yourself.
Fuck me, dick. Alright. A boogeyman goes walk, walk, walking. Sneaking, stealing, a stalking. He is really a talking. Now is not the time for balking. Cerebral cortex win. Hunger, the story. The woodcutter is dead. The witch always wins. 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 All in the pages in this broken story. Head pussy. Or either that, he got by a 57th. She. Her why? See her try. Her cry. Or lie. Can you hear us, Lorraine? A sun will struck the earth. Millions of cattle are uprooted from their homes. A young shadow reaches desperately for a way to stop global domination. An exotic dance. Listen, Lorraine, is the my two best friends, Dawn and Laura. Drug. Remember, you are alone. Nobody loves you. Connor is no longer who he once was. Fuck. Okay. Oh God. We notice. Mrs. Millard, we agreed in our meeting today we consider you to be batshit fucking insane. Let's be clear. You are no way sound of mind and body. You are a danger to everyone around you. Everybody around you. Please note that your only escape in this world should be drugs. A shitload of them. Smoking, snorting, oral invertrals. Take them any way you can, as often as you can. The shit can only make your life better. In case there was any doubt, you are suffering a relapse and nobody really cares. No one can help you now. Don't fuck this up. Dr. Spock, done with medical. Have a nice day, yeah. I didn't know the way. Yeah, just. Thank you, William.
Don't leave me!
Lorraine, I need you to focus on what we're discussing. The chipmunk killed Steve. The chipmunk killed Steve Gardner. He was locked away for what he did to those kids. Nathaniel Winter has been seen in years, but he is nowhere near Atlantic Island Park. We established this. You know this. Hunger, the story. The woodcutter's dead, yeah. See him die. Ask her why. See her try. See her lie. See her cry. Say bye-bye. The wilting. We are talking. Can you hear us, Lorraine? The sun will be devoured. All cattle will be enslaved. The shadow lies on your future. Our domination. If you listen, Lorraine, you are the key to damning the world. We are irrepressible. You can only join us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are the one. Reshopping list. Dawn, Dad, Cal, not him.
Leave me alone!
I didn't run away. Dad took me. Yeah. You will watch me rot. Different place.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter. So very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast. The others didn't notice. I like hearing him laugh. The boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. Machines came to life. Riding in time of its craftsman streaks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. Yeah. Eyes without sparkle. Examine book. Hansel and Gretel.
Callum. Callum! Callum. Callum. Callum!
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Yeah. This is not even my first time seeing the ending, and yeah, it's still depressing. Don't you hate it when a game forces something like that on you? I mean, yeah, but this is. Why not just make a movie instead? But yeah, like. like the end credits. I like the end credits song. Like there are several theories to this game, actually. I mean, especially when a game is this subtle and unsubtle at the same time. You'll like some of the music from Fallout 4. It's quite similar, yeah. I heard the menu theme for Fallout 4 because I have played Fallout 4. Going to start a new game again because there's 2 achievements that I failed to get, actually. I just need to get these 2 achievements that they're like almost right at the beginning. So I'll just go straight for them. And then that'll be the end of the stream. Alright, is there a skip?
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
I'm going to eat something. I'll see you around. Yep. See you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm playing. I might play Metal Hellsinger or Spider-Man, or maybe even a horror game, I guess.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Hi, Alfonso Laura. Welcome to the park. I'm actually just kind of doing something small here for now. This is the 3rd playthrough I'm doing. After I just did my 2nd playthrough a few hours ago. Well, not a few hours ago, but like a few minutes ago. 2nd playthrough, but I just wanted to get 2 more achievements, then I'm done. I'm done.
Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Callum, where are you going?
This way, Mommy.
Wait for Mommy, Callum. There's
me,
something
Mommy.
special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Oh God. The park. What happened here?
You can't catch me.
Come back, Callum. Callum, come back here right now. I'm not playing anymore, Callum. Callum! Come back. are you?
Over here.
I think this belongs to Callum. Wait for Mommy!
Over here.
Where are you?
Over here.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Come on, Mommy.
Stop! Callum! Callum, stay where you are! Stop, Callum!
Come on, Mommy.
Alright, so I gotta look towards the left at one part. I'll look to the right because I forgot to look to the right for the first playthrough.
Callum, come back here right now!
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup.
Bite or sus?
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day.
Chad. There we go.
Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
Hey, you like cheeseburger? Yes, I love cheeseburgers.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Or do you mean the Far Cry 5 a cheeseburger bear? I like him. Yes, I like him.
Unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days. The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread,
Mrs.
and its
Copland.
windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house. An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
What are you even trying to say?
Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
Hey, my favorite superhero is Spider-Man. Me too.
Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel.
Hey, you have Xbox One?
Seizing
Xbox Series
courage,
X, actually.
Gretel gave
That's
the
why I
witch a
have.
shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven.
Oh, you have
until her
Xbox Series X?
screams
Yes,
had
I do.
stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
I don't have Xbox One.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy. Looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws. Another accident. This place.
Welcome back.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. It'd make me dizzy.
Alright, gonna try to find a Polaroid picture. And then that'll be it.
Oh, I remember this.
Me and Callum. And yep. That means I have all the achievements for this game, I think. Yes, 100% it. This game has been 100% it. So yeah, that's me done with this game now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this stream. So yeah, that's it for now. And yeah. See, this was a good stream, I think, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit this like button or this more, subscribed, hit the notification bell, or check the socials, check the Discord, or my subreddit link description, and just find EMGGs as always, signing out.